ASTRAX is not developing space toilets from scratch, but rather is examining how to integrate existing ground toilet technology and space toilet technology to make toilets more comfortable to use in restricted environments such as space. For example, there are toilets in trains, airplanes, ships, buses, and other vehicles. Physically, they are similar, but in space, the way they are used is fundamentally different, so it is important to become accustomed to using them on a regular basis. Naturally, it is not possible to train to use a toilet on the ground in zero gravity. However, using a simple disaster toilet, one can train to use a toilet in an inconvenient situation. We believe that by becoming accustomed to using these toilets on a regular basis, people will be able to train themselves to use the toilet not only in the event of an actual disaster, but also in the event of a spaceflight in an unstable environment. ASTRAX decided to conduct toilet training and toilet development for spaceflight from the viewpoint of how to use a toilet comfortably in a restricted environment. Based on the BENKING, a simple toilet for disaster use, this project was put together from the perspective of harmonizing inconvenience and comfort, and from the perspective that regular training will be useful both in the event of an actual disaster and during spaceflight. First, to gain a better understanding of space toilets, we summarize the results of our survey of current space toilets on each spacecraft in each country. For more details, please see the manuscript. Toilets on the International Space Station. There is one Russian and one US toilet on the ISS. The toilet used in the Russian module is located at the rear of Zvezda. The toilet used in the US module was carried on the STS-126 ULF-2 mission in November 2008 and is currently installed in the Tranquility, Node 3. The US toilet also has a Russian toilet body, and like the Russian toilet, it has a fan that turns to suck in urine and feces through a stream of air. However, the US toilets have been modified so that collected urine is sent to a urine disposal system, and the toilets themselves are built into standard racks, making them mobile. Toilets on SpaceX's Crew Dragon spacecraft. The Crew Dragon toilet is located behind a panel next to the top hatch, on top of the vehicle at launch. It is located between the side hatch, used for astronauts to enter the cabin during launch, and the top hatch, used for astronauts to and from the ISS. The diagram from the ECLSS paper on the SpaceX Crew Dragon, showed below, also confirms its location. This system is similar to the design of the Space Shuttle, and comments from astronauts who have been on board confirm this. Toilets on the Russian spacecraft Soyuz. On the other hand, in the Russian spacecraft Soyuz, they are located in the orbiter, round compartment, at the head of the Soyuz spacecraft. For better understanding, they are located in the living module, which is independent of the compartment where people are seated during launch and return. The device is designed for both large and small bowel movements, but it is not for everyday use, only for emergencies. Soyuz astronauts are supposed to empty their stomachs before launch to the ISS. In the event of a toilet breakdown on the ISS, they may use the toilet on the docked Soyuz spacecraft. Toilets on Chinese space station. China's Hong Kong Chongqing International Medical Equipment Company, Limited, has developed a new type of space toilet after 4 years of research with more than 30 medical experts and technical engineers. This toilet is not only easier to operate, but also safer, more comfortable, and uses less battery power. It is also compact, weighing only 1 kilogram. The space toilet has already been patented in 26 countries, including China, the United States, Japan, the European Union, and Russia. The method of use has not been disclosed. The Wenchun experiment module has 3 sleeping quarters and a toilet, where 3 astronauts can stay in orbit at the same time. On the other hand, the Tianhe core module also has 3 sleeping quarters and a toilet, so that 6 astronauts can stay on the Chinese space station at the same time after the Wenchun experiment module and the Tianhe core module are docked. Presumably, the toilet mechanism in Wenchun is the same as the one in Tiangong. The simple toilet, BENKING for disaster prevention. ASTRAX is developing a space toilet with reference to various space toilets in various countries shown in Chapter 2, taking into consideration training on the ground by the general public so that space travelers can comfortably use space toilets in the space travel era. The objective is to make space toilets readily available in a restricted environment, not only as training for spaceflight, but also for both routine disaster training on the ground, training to live in an evacuation center and to have a simple toilet readily available in case the toilet at home becomes unusable. For this purpose, ASTRAX is developing space banking, using the simple toilet for disaster prevention, BENKING, developed by CSOS Corporation. Most of the mainstream portable toilets for disaster prevention in Japan are made of corrugated cardboard and designed for adults, but the actual disaster victims are all people, regardless of age or sex. BENKING is a simple toilet for the self-help period of disasters developed to reduce stress, decrease disaster-related deaths, and mitigate disasters by taking advantage of the characteristics of high-density styrene foam and providing many features such as water resistance, warmth, lightweight, durability, safety for infants to elderly people, comfort, and high defecation efficiency. Section 3 introduces the BENKING, the base of the ASTRAX space toilet. For more detail, please see the manuscript. Results of the conceptual design study of space banking. Assuming future use in a spacecraft, we first assembled a regular banking system in the ASTRAX commercial spacecraft education and training simulator. In addition to that, we also prepared a urine hose, a tank for storing waste bags, a portable bidet function, and a pump, which we believe will be needed for future space toilet prototypes. Although we were not able to reach the stage of actual production this time, we were able to create an image of the development of the first prototype. Through trial and error, ASTRAX plans to add more functions to the prototype, assuming that it can be used in space in the future. The materials and functions that ASTRAX believes are necessary for a space toilet are as follows: banking body, urine hose, cup, pump, urine tank, absorbent mat, for ground use, urine bag, storage tank, vacuum cleaner for suction, portable bidet, sterile wet wipes for cleaning, privacy blanket, fixing belt, deodorant fan, sound deadening function, etc. Discussion. In this paper, the following items are discussed: importance of toilet seats in space travel, hygiene and comfort, portable bidet, cleaning and sterilization of cups, cleaning and sterilization of toilet seats, ensuring privacy, securing apparent privacy, deodorizing function, sound suppressing function. What is the most important? For comfortable use of space toilets. The meaning of water conservation and eco-friendly practices. For details about these, please see the manuscript. Conclusion. ASTRAX conducts various space development projects from the viewpoint of space travelers. The most important part of these projects is related to food, clothing, and shelter, and to maximize customer satisfaction. In the future, when people from all over the world will go to space, stay in space, and travel back and forth between Earth and space, we believe it is important to eliminate the gap between life in space and life on Earth. ASTRAX always conducts research and development, creates services, and trains human resources with a universal mindset. We believe that we will be able to greatly evolve toward the space age when we can create an environment where we can live as if we were on Earth, without making space a special place, or when we can create an environment where we can live the ultimate and ideal life in space even on Earth. ASTRAX will continue to create an era in which everyone can travel between space and Earth safely, easily, and happily, based on this universal concept.